We are going to look at the APV calculations of the cash flow for the multiple state decrements. So there are so many ways of benefit being paid. Here I'm going to share with you just the common or the general benefits that's usually being paid for the multiple states. Okay, so let's say for the benefit cash flow, it will be cash flow arising from specific transitions. For examples, if a person's transit from disabled to deaf, so there will be a deaf benefit. This is transit specific transition, so some amount of money will be paid if transit from disabled to deaf. Okay, and the next one is cash flow arising from leaving a specific states. So if you leave certain states, then you are going to get some cash flow. For examples, cash flow arising from you are leaving state 0, going to state 1, or going to state 2, or going to other states, then you are going to get the cash flow. The next one is the cash flow arising from entering a specific states. For examples, if you enter the disability state, then you are going to get the cash flow. And premium, usually it will only be paid when you are healthy. So for premium, cash flow is arising when in a specific state. For example, whenever you are in state 0, then you will be paying the premium. So let's look at the possible situations here. So for examples, the first one we have benefit BT is payable at time T if transitions from state K to state L happens at time T for T lesser than M. Okay, so for any timeline, let's say that it is before time M from 0. M is the maximums, so 0 here. T can happen anywhere, somewhere from 0 to M here. So if you transit from one state to another state, for example, if you transit from healthy to disabled, then you are going to be paid. Okay, it is a specific state, so that means that transit from healthy to disabled, you are going to be paid, for example, 10,000. But when you are transiting from 0 to 2, you are not going to get that particular 10,000. So it's only for a specific state. Okay, so for the APV, it will be as usual, you have benefit and then discount factor. This would be the probability and the rate of transiting. Next would be the benefit is payable at time T if leaves state K at time T for T lesser than M. Similar, it will be the same period from 0 to M, anytime between here. If you leave state K, then you are going to be paid. For example, if you leave from healthy to disabled or healthy to deaf, then you are going to be paid. This one, it can be the same amount of money, or it can be different amount of money. So you are going to sum both of this. For the first one, it's the same as this, whatever that you have in the first case. But then now you have another case here, so that's why you are having the summation here. It is also equals to BT VT TPXIK. This is new X plus TK, which is living. This is the living state, living rate. Okay. And the third case is BT is payable at time T if enter state L at time T for T lesser than M. So for example, here it is still in between 0 to M. Anytime here, if T happens, that means that entering to the specific state. For this case, for example, if you enter the state 2, which is deaf, then you are going to get like 100,000. So if you have like so many other states here, then you can just add up all the benefit times with discount factor and the probability of from one state to state 2. This also we can denote in actuarial notation as AXMIL. So that means that you are transiting from state I to any state L. So you are going to get equals to 0 to M Vt, and then the summations of Tpx Ik mu x plus T Kl all. Okay, the summations of all of this. If you have more than 2, 3 and so on, then you have to add up all. Okay, next is annuity of $1 per annum payable continuously for M years while the life is at state J. So for examples, you are going to pay premium if you are in healthy states. Okay, this is state 0, state 1, state 2. From 0 to M, anytime here, as long as you are in state 0, as long as you are here, you are going to be paying the premium. So or if you transit from here to here and then here to here back, you are going to be paying premium whenever you are here. So this is what it says, that the payable of for M years while life is in state J. So as long as you are in state J, you are going to be paying this amount of annuity, or the insurance company are going to pay you this amount of annuity. Another examples is 0, 1, 2. Here is disabled, but not permanently disabled. So it can go back to here, it can come back to here, and it can go here, and it can go here, similar to this one. Okay, it's just that now if you enter state 1, then the insurance company are going to pay you monthly. For example, you are becoming disabled, so as long as you are disabled, the insurance company are going to pay you. But then once you go back to healthy, the insurance company are going to stop paying you. Or maybe the insurance company says that they will be paying the disability income for the next 3 or 5 years. So if you are being disabled for 5 years, then you are going to get paid, but after 5 years no longer going to get paid. So that's why it is up until certain term. But if up until infinity, then you are going to be paid forever every month as long as you are in disabled state. So these are the possibility of the cash flows. So when we are going to look at the reserve, the approach of calculating the reserve is still similar. It's just that you have to distinguish what would be the cash flow, what would be the APV of the future benefit, and what would be the APV of the future premiums. The rest of the things are similar to whatever that you learn from reserve for the calculations of reserve. Okay, that's it for this chapter. Thank you.